Star Wars fans, I am MCM Movie Reviews reporting to you from the UK, North London.
What is going on, everybody? This is Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV.
I'm Amanda Santino.
I'm really excited for the Rise of Skywalker.
Long have we waited, long have we anticipated the groundbreaking conclusion to a 40-year saga.
I can't believe that it's coming to an end. Rise of the Skywalker is coming out very soon, and who would have thought that the saga was going to end with something so huge as this?
Star Wars has been such a huge part of the past 40 years, and to see it come to an end on Saturday night for me with the Rise of Skywalker is a huge deal.
I'm excited to see Rise of Skywalker and just all a huge Star Wars fan in general. So yeah.
Make sure that you subscribe to the Geekly Goods YouTube channel.
Make sure to subscribe to Geekly Goods.
May the force be with you.
What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's Leo and
Stu.
Guys, we are here to talk about the Rise of Skywalker today.
Yes,
and
we are.
What a movie.
Just gonna put it out there. We took the day off work.
Full day off.
Full day.
We had
PTO,
to.
vacation day. Had a great breakfast.
Yep.
Rocked into the theater.
Had a great experience.
Fully prepared.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Man, it was awesome.
It was a good day.
It really was.
Great
I mean,
day.
I think we took off about 2 weeks in advance. Like, this was a planned vacation.
Yeah, we were like, mark the calendar, this is happening.
Like, for real, a vacation.
Yeah, that was.
But man, it was quite an experience, I gotta say.
Yeah, and so there's, first of all, just a lot of feelings, right? Like, and it's kind of hard to completely separate this movie from everything out, from the 8 other movies that have come before it, and just like how all of those felt, and like the initial experience as a child watching it the first time, and then when the prequels came out, and kind of the ups and downs of that, and then Force Awakens comes out, and you're like, this has been a roller coaster ride.
It really has, and for me, it was like, all right, when I was a child, new ones were coming out, and then they just stopped after Revenge of the Sith, and I'm like, where's more? And then they introduced this next trilogy,
Right.
and I feel like the difference between this one and the other ones, this is it.
Right.
This is the last button on all of it.
And without, this is gonna be no spoilers, like the spoiler-free zone for right now. And the one thing I will say that if this movie does nothing else, it ends the saga.
Yeah, it really.
It is a closing the book moment.
Mm-hmm.
It is. This is done.
They don't leave any threads.
No, this is not. There isn't a cliffhanger.
Nope.
Like, sorry to ruin that part for you, but like when this movie is done, the Skywalker saga is done.
It's done, and I do like that they concluded it on a hard note, and they said, "We're out.
Agreed.
This is it. We've been through 9 movies. We get some great references in there, some great fan service, and then they actually end it. And it almost feels surreal to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to what's next that ending all these movies feels bittersweet.
Yeah.
I just want to get started. We're gonna like Stu said, no spoilers.
Nope.
For right now, we're staying in spoiler-free zone, and I just kind of wanted to ask you what your thoughts were about our main trio. You know, we have Luke, Han, and Leia in the originals.
Sure.
We've got Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Padme in the prequels. Here we've got Finn, Poe, and Rey.
Okay, so it's kind of interesting because in the original trilogy, the balance was so equal.
Yeah, it really
everyone
was.
had equal screen time, not necessarily an equal story, as obviously Luke's story, but they all kind of played equal parts in all of it.
Yeah, I agree.
In this trilogy, and especially in this last movie, where we finally see them all together and like working together, Rey is obviously the center point.
Yeah.
And like she gets 90% of the attention, so it's a little top heavy, which makes sense.
Yeah, for
through
what's happening.
through the movie. I wanted a little bit more for Finn and Poe to do.
Yeah.
And I was missing things. I was missing moments like Cloud City, where you get Leia and Han and Chewie and 3PO and R2-D2 all together. Or no, R2-D2 wasn't there. But they're always off doing different things in this trilogy. And I kind of was like, let's bring them together and keep them together and get that little force group that works well and completes a task.
Yeah.
I think they tried to split the atom too many times. And like when Rose comes along, I was fine with it in Last Jedi. But then to split Rose and Finn off while Poe's doing something else, I'm like,
Right, it was
just
divisive.
keep them together.
Yeah.
Like, why are we splitting everybody up so many ways? So, however, I will say, at the end of this movie, and throughout this movie, everybody's arc was kind of realized. And I think, regardless of what you think of their choices, they did a good job of completing the characters. How are you feeling about, especially Finn and Poe?
So I pretty much agree with you on the points of Rey is the main star here, and
Yeah.
they kind of part the floodgates
Yes.
in order to let Rey's moment really shine.
Because it's a lot of story.
I love Finn and Poe together on screen. In this
they're
movie.
so great.
I love them together. That was
They're
one thing we
funny.
didn't get in The Last Jedi.
No.
We didn't have them together nearly enough.
Which I think may be one of the biggest mistakes of the last.
Yeah, like dividing the characters so heavily.
You had
but
this, and they have
were-
chemistry.
They really do. I mean, John Boyega and Oscar Isaac have great chemistry
They're
together.
funny.
They feel like they've been friends for 30 years,
Yeah.
when in all reality it's been maybe 2.
2 or 3,
And
something
it's
like
like, I feel like watching their dynamic made me want a Disney Plus show with the two of them, even though they're not returning.
That's a good point.
I kind of feel like their arcs were rushed.
Agreed.
Because I feel like we got such a great arc in the movie for Rey.
They got pushed aside a little bit.
We introduced a little bit of Finn's, or a little bit of Poe's backstory. We didn't know any of that in the other movies.
It's kind of nice to see that.
It's nice to see, but we got shortchanged a little.
It's also probably 2 movies too late.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bring that out in Force Awakens and, like, let us know where he came from and, like, what he did a little bit in the past.
And I think Finn is such an interesting character because
Oh, I
we've
know.
seen fallen Jedis, we've seen Siths who come back to the light side, we've seen rebels become Imperial and vice versa. We haven't seen a stormtrooper become like a general in the rebellion army.
To be honest, we've never seen a stormtrooper without a helmet on before Finn.
Really?
So we didn't even know who they were.
Yeah.
To your point, when you said the stories got a little rushed and the arcs got a little rushed, I'd say that's my number one critique with this movie, is that they had to rush it.
Yeah.
And look, I get it. Episode 9, it's the end, you have to cram it all in. Now, could they have used 15, 20 more minutes of this movie? Probably.
This honestly feels like it could have been a 4-hour film.
It was 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is certainly normal and fine right now. But if it had been 2 hours and 45 minutes, I don't think I would have argued.
I did think the ending was great, and I just think there was a lot of pitter-pattering in the beginning. Just a ton of, wasted time on specific, missions they had to go on. I thought it just went on and on and on for a little while.
There was something where, and again, it's this splitting the atom thing. And the more I'm thinking about it, this is the issue with the entire trilogy. They keep splitting and dividing and passing out new tasks where the original movies, especially the original prequel, was very much, we have one mission to do, got to get that so that we can do the big mission.
Yep. It feels like Skyrim. We got to do side quest after side quest after side quest to get to the main one, and
it does all come back. I will say that it does come back, but they could have combined.
Yeah,
they
could have really combined some stuff. Gave us some more time with Rey and Kylo, and
or Finn and Poe,
or Finn and Poe. Some of our main characters,
even Rose. Not everyone's favorite. I understand.
Right.
I don't necessarily agree. I think she was a nice addition. Not a central character, but we skip over her almost entirely in this movie, and she is involved and she's there, but it's kind of like. What? Why bring her up a little bit? You spent all this time last movie. Why are you not, she has to play a role.
See, and this kind of brings up my point here. It seems like there was some Last Jedi cleaning up.
Definitely.
And that was one of the few things that was we're going to just kind of sweep that under the rug.
Right.
She's an extra, not really, she's a side character, she's not really mainly involved.
She played a part, but
and they do this with all their, in terms of the new trilogy, they've done this with all their characters. No DJ.
Yeah.
No, Rose Tico's not really a main character. The two great female characters that we get in this movie get a little shortchanged.
Even Maz Kanata, doesn't really play a role.
Exactly.
So it kind of leads me to this, and this is a larger discussion that we can probably get into another time. Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, they're all involved. Kasdan, they're involved from Force Awakens to Rise of Skywalker.
For sure.
Rian Johnson directs in the middle. He says he threw out J.J. Abrams' plan, But that's not how movie making works. So I have to wonder, what was the plan going into Last Jedi? They had the script. They knew what was coming. How do you not make the plan for the third movie to tie in seamlessly with that second one? Like, you look at the original Return of the Jedi and Empire.
I mean, perfect
It's
answer.
a perfect answer to that question.
Yeah, it is.
And The Last Jedi kind of posed some questions, whether you like them or not, but it seems like they were left wondering, wait, what do we do?
Out of 10, what you saying?
Look, okay, this is an emotional response. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Holy shit.
Because is it the best movie I've ever seen? No. Is it the best Star Wars movie? No. But it did the one thing it had to do. It ended the saga. Mm-hmm. And if, again, I'll say it again, if nothing else, it closed this story up.
It did. I gotta go. Unfortunately, I hate to even say this, but I gotta go 7.5.
It's okay.
And I
figured.
I want to say like the ending, because I walked out and I wasn't that hyped up.
Yeah.
Like the ending of this movie is phenomenal. In terms of going back to the Game of Thrones reference, it didn't end jarringly stupid.
No.
It actually did its job and ended perfectly.
It makes a lot of
The
sense.
stuff before that, though, I'm like, why does it feel to me like Kathleen Kennedy was over JJ's shoulder being like, we gotta erase the mistakes of The Last Jedi. And I just kind of feel like after watching this movie, the plan was another movie before Last
I
Jedi.
couldn't agree
I mean,
more.
it's just like, it felt to me like this was actually an answer to The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
More so than it really was The Last Jedi, because we got a little bit of a time skip, you know, we get characters growing a little bit, hairstyle changes from Finn.
Right.
But no.
Which looked good, by the way.
Yeah, which looked,
I liked it.
John Boyega looked awesome.
Yeah, you look good. Yeah.
But guys, let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you're seeing The Rise of Skywalker, although if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you're watching it.
You probably.
But guys, hit that subscribe button, ding that bell for those geekly notifications straight to your inbox, everybody. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow Geekly Goods on all social media platforms, and grab something from our store. We take $1 of every purchase and donate it to arts education to keep arts in the classrooms. We'll see you next time.